Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2022. In today's video we continue our career mode with Tudor Pro Cycling, hopefully in similar fashion as last time, because then we won quite a few races, starting off with a stage at the Tour of Antalya, Fon Ardèche Classic, Istrian Spring Trophy, and also the final GC there. In today's video we start off in France because we've got 3 one-day races ahead of us, GP de Denais, Loire Atlantique, and also GP Choladen. The last 2 of which are actually sponsor objectives, so we need top 10s in both Loire and Choladen. Anyway, first of all, Denais, an interesting race, mainly because there are so many cobbles and we don't exactly have the best cobblers. I think Kellerman with 67 and Sean Flynn with 66 are the best too. And based on the favorites list, it looks like we're gonna get slaughtered. With about 100 kilometers to go, we are nearing the first cobble sector. Alex Vogel in the breakaway, Kellerman and Flynn protected in the peloton. Flynn with a -1 day, so Kellerman better on the cobbles, but Flynn's a better finisher, so we'll see what happens on those cobbles. Flynn and Kellerman are hurting on the cobbles, but surviving better than our teammates. Weisbrunn and Trastur got behind with a split, so that's unfortunate. That's very bad, actually. Vogel is somewhere in between the breakaway and the peloton, so I'll call him back so we can help out with protecting Flynn, for example. Oh, come on, Flynn. Come on, Flynn. Follow the tempo, my man. We're losing ground with you. The visual bug is back, and now it's gone again. Come on, Flynn. Get to the group. Same for you, Kellerman. Don't get dropped right now. This is horrible. Our team is terrible on cobbles. Look at the other riders here. They're riding away. Wow, I've managed to survive somehow. 51 people in the peloton. Flynn and Kellerman for us. Flynn protecting Kellerman. And we've got one more time all these cobbles all over again. So, this is not looking great. 40 kilometers to go. Back on the cobbles. Vogel is back to help out. So that's a bit of a win, but he won't last too long based on what I'm seeing right now. Next sector. Kellerman is now protected by Flynn. I hope that helps us a bit when it comes to our speed on the cobbles, because we're now using the cobble stat of Kellerman and not of Flynn to keep ourselves going. Come on, Kellerman. 99, my friend. 97. Let's try and crawl back to the group. Don't crash there. That was, I think, someone. Von Marke? Yes, it was Von Marke. The luck is really not on that guy's side, is it? Next sector, we're still running for the top 25 at the moment. Let's work together with Lawrence Nassen, yes, and Orts. It's a complete battlefield here. We've got Anthony Turgy, the favorite, going for the line right now. And there we go. Looks like he's going to be winning the race. Kellerman is on 3 minutes at the moment with no energy to sprint, so we are just gonna get a top 40, something like that. 34, what can I say? Easy race, huh? Next up, Classique Loire Atlantique. We've got Vogel and Froid de Vaux because it's said to be a flat classic. And it looks like the favorites list agrees with that. Although it doesn't believe we can top 10. But we need to for the sponsor. Honestly, as long as I put in a decent lead out, a top 10 should not be an issue with this squad. +2 on Vogel, so 72 sprint. We can do this. We are getting a bit swamped on the right here by Arkea, and I'm trying to get past again on 96-ish, perhaps on the right here. Yeah, there we go. 2.5k to go. Froid de Vaux is ready to launch right now. Vogel ready as well. Come on, Vogel, you can launch right now because the corner is upcoming. There we go. Tondo is done for. Come on, Vogel, top 10, top 10, top 10. Oh no, oh no, oh no, not a top 10 at all. Oh my god, we failed. Oh no, no, no. 11th? 11th out of... Come on, one spot out of top 10. This is not okay. I'm not okay with this. Oh my god. Come on, PCM. Ruthless. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it. 11th. Let's try and do better at Choladen. Honestly, similar story. Somewhat more hilly, I dare to say, but Vogel once again our sprinter together with Froid de Vaux. Actually, one positive with the previous stage. Vogel beat his lead out for the first time this year. With about 10 kilometers to go, you can see on the screen that it has not been an easy ride for the squad. Our yellow and red bars have completely deteriorated on every single one because of the hardness of this race, and our resistance stat mattered for that. Vogel is the one that is going to try and do something here, but he's not looking amazing, and I don't really have a team surrounding him right now. Move up, my friend, move up. Can I get to someone's wheel? Colombo fell, I don't care. We gotta move up somehow, we gotta move up somehow. Come on, Vogel. Get to a wheel that matters. Who can sprint here? Can we attack right here? Is this dumb? This might be dumb. I'm gonna do it anyway. That's dumb, that's dumb, that's dumb. Let's move to the left. Michael Scher, whatever. Tuze, that's a good wheel, actually. Tuze, last kilometer, let's sprint. That's too early, but the top 10 is manageable. Come on, top 10. Yes, we will. Perfect. I've got what I wanted, a really hard stage, but it looks like 6th is our place. Honestly, when you see a flat stage like this, you wouldn't think that your yellow and red bar would be so influenced by your resistance and stamina that much, but it's clear that the point at which those bars get affected is much earlier on PCM 2022, making these harder stages more difficult towards the end. more energy management is necessary. That's something I really like. Anyway, our sponsors are friendly again with us, so that's a good thing, because we got our objective. Before we go to the next race, let's take a look at the scouting. Jesus Christ, Kowanda is terrible when it comes to potential. 1-star only, but he's 2-star evaluation? But yeah, I guess it's still an estimate when it comes to the potential, so in reality this could be higher. Because at level 6 detection level, we get a bit of a guess when it comes to the potential from the scout, while at level 7, like Peretti here, we get the actual one. In all honesty, I'm kind of curious now when it comes to Kowanda. How wrong can a scout be? For example, he set it at 1 potential at the moment. If I scout or observe this rider again, how wrong will it have been? Will it be 2? Will it be 2.5? Will it be less than 2 despite evaluation being already at 2, you know? So many questions, so let's give it a try. I think Rogenmoster was the rider we observed with our Swiss scout. I'm willing to observe that once again, and I'll also send him to Luca Amman here. There we go. Was Garrett the guy we looked into last time? I don't remember, but 61 flat with flat as your quality says a lot about a rider, to be honest. I don't think this is an interesting one, especially at the age of 18 already. With our Italian scout, we might as well look into one of those riders that we don't know anything about yet, like Michael Zago. There we go. We are now 2 weeks later, apparently no races yet, so another scouting update. Lucas Rogenmoster looking quite talented, 2.5 evaluation and 4 estimate potential. This might perhaps be higher, so let's observe him again. Let's hope it's 4.5 or something. When it comes to Kowanda, I'm kind of confused, you know, because this man had 2 evaluation, had 1 estimated potential, and apparently has 1.5 now when it comes to his actual potential. But that would mean that the evaluation can be higher than the potential, which is something I hadn't considered before. Does that even make sense? For me, it doesn't. Looks like the Michael Zago guy has 65 mountains, so let's observe that again and see if he's actually better when it comes to potential than expected. Meanwhile, Sawadaogo can check out this guy right here, Ouattara. He is from Burkina Faso. By the way, am I focusing too much on the scouting? Do you like the scouting? I'd like to know for the rest of the videos, you know? Anyway, next up, we've got the Circuit Cycliste Sarthe 4-day stage race planned up. After that, we've got 2 more 1-day races in France. And it looks like all 3 are sponsor objectives, but the stage win in Sarthe is really important, so let's get that to happen. Let's take a look at the parkour of this race. We start off with supposedly a flat stage, but that looks quite hilly towards the end. A 5.9k flat time trial, a very hilly parkour on day 3, and a rather flat finish on day 4, but also with some hills. We've actually brought quite a strong team here. Alex Baudin, for example, when it comes to the kick, we've got Kellerman as support. Sean Flynn and Fadevaux can fight for these sprints depending on their daily form. But oh my god, top World Tour competition is here. Arnaud Demar, how am I supposed to win against that with Fadevaux or Sean Flynn? This game is not giving me a chance. With about 12k to go, the team is ready at the front of the peloton, looking sharp, and we are looking at a final with a small descent in the final 3 kilometers, so we can launch early. Final 3 kilometers, somewhat uphill now. We gotta remember, descent incoming, so we can launch early. Kellerman can go right now for me. Flynn in the wheel. Is this too early? It might be. Ooh, 2 kilometers to go. Flynn can launch right now. Fadevaux in the wheel. Baudin there as well, but Fadevaux is our sprinter. Let's launch with him. Baudin can launch as well. Flynn looking good. Flynn looking very good, but he's gonna get passed by Neymar on the line. Damn it, we won't even get second. Fadevaux will even beat Flynn. Yeah. 4th and 5th. I guess that's what happens when you've got Demar with 81 sprint and 79 acceleration against Sean Flynn, who is 68 and 71 acceleration. So, a bit obvious that we lose. On to the flat time trial of 5.9 kilometers, but once again, big competition. Stefan Kung with 80 prologue, so we're going to get destroyed. Alex Baudin is on the road. Honestly, I don't believe in GC in this race anyway, so I'm not sure why I'm trying, but hey, we might as well do some stuff in the time trial. Final stretch for Baudin, we get 28th on 23 seconds. Yeah, Stefan Kung won, and we finished about 40th, even 41st with Baudin and Fadevaux. Next up, arguably the Queen stage, plenty of hills in the final, but once again, Stefan Kung is the favorite and Demar third favorite. That's shocking for a parkour like this. 55 kilometers to go, we are starting the hilly circuit, +2 on Baudin, so a pretty good day, 73 hills. Let's hope it works out. Wow, perfect. Flynn got blocked straight into the Shadow Realm, and we're now like in A1, so that's not great. A minute behind already on the group of Baudin, so let's hope Flynn can come back because he took 3 domestiques with him. 15 kilometers left to ride. Flynn's the last man with some energy left when it comes to protecting Baudin. The other domestiques have been smothered in their sleep, and we're looking at 2 times the same tiny climb that we have right here, which is a very narrow one, so positioning is key. We gotta keep ourselves near Kung here. With 4 kilometers to go, we're up the final climb pretty soon. Right here, the narrow climb. Let's take a look. Baudin at the front. Demar with a Jeanette Senso full of Groupama still stacked. 3 kilometers, let's not spend too much energy, just keep the tempo onwards. There goes O'Connor, we gotta try and follow that, but let's keep some energy for the final sprint. Kung here as well, Dubi, Reichenbach, Aular has a sprint, we gotta watch out for him. And we've got 1.8k to go, let's do 92, 93, he's riding away, let's sprint ourselves with Baudin, let's try and get towards him, it looks like they're gonna win up there. Kung tries to come around, but it's gonna be Aular versus Dubi. Looks like Dubi might come past. Yes, Fabien Dubi will win this stage. It's a real bummer because I hope this would be our stage when we get third on the stage with Baudin, which is on paper a really good result against this competition. But hey, despite being a good result, our sponsor will likely not be happy with it. Because of the time trial, we are not even in the top 10 of GC after this. The only way to get our sponsor to be happy about this race is to win a stage, and we have to beat Demar in a flat sprint for that, so good luck. Final time onto the hill, final breakaway rider into the attack there, Aimé de Gent. Let's keep going 90, something like that. Kellerman suffering in the wheel of Brun, so not entirely likable. 6k to go, energy shells on the majority of riders. Come on, Fadeveau, the sprint of your life. He's not even positioned that well, so that's not great. Baudin will take over on 99. Let's get to the wheel of Demar up there. Jesus Christ, that lead out. Flynn can lead out as well. Fadeveau can try something as well, but this is going to be a dominating victory by Demar. No, Blancard comes past. Venturini looks like Demar tries to come around again. We are not going to finish in the top 5. Blancard wins the stage in that final corner, but yeah, that's not what we were looking for, eh? In the end, Stefan Kung wins the overall of this race, with us finishing 7th, 8th, and 10th on the final stage. Despite that being a failure when it comes to our sponsor objective, the sponsor confidence is still sky high, so that's good. On to a one-day classic then. Classic Grand Besançon. We've got an uphill finish for Baudin, but again, ruthless competition. Cosnefroid, Barguil, Madouas with 80 hill these days. With about 22 kilometers to go, we've got 3 hills left on the cards right now, the final one being very steep and quite long. The first 2 are surviving ones. We need to get over them, as simple as that. On the second last hill now, attacked by Josom, we've got ourselves sitting pretty badly when it comes to position, but what else can we do? We can just try and save energy and hope that this group fights for the win, but the others are attacking up front. 6 kilometers to go, we've got a group of 4 ahead now after those attacks. Josom, Godon, Barguil, and Madouas, so likely those will be fighting for the win. We will fight for our top 10 necessary for the sponsor objectives. So let's move forward with our train here. Let's get Baudin and Flynn to the finish because they're going to fight for that top 10. Here we go. 3 kilometers to go. Let's keep this train up. Vazar doing a wonderful job right now. And Colombo is done for. So let's get out of the way. We've got Choladen and the wheel of Vazar ready to also do some work. That is good. And Flynn and Baudin already in that wheel. So let's keep this up. Choladen can move up to 90. Vazar can protect him for a tiny bit. Come on, we got to get that top 10 at the front. It's Barguil versus Madouas. I'm betting on Barguil looking at their gestures right now. We are now going to go with Flynn on 88, something like that. Come on, we've got still 1.7 kilometers to go. Baudin with some energy, but the fight for that top 10 will be difficult. Vazar can start sprinting. Choladen can do so as well, to be honest, right now. Flynn is also ready to fight for the top 10 somehow. I don't have energy, so I might as well start sprinting with everybody. Anyway, at the front it is Madouas. Okay, I was wrong. Oh my god, it will be close, but I think we're gonna get like 9 for 10th. 10th? Come on, don't get beaten by Dujardin. No, 11th again. I physically can't handle this anymore. 11th. Ah, really, Sean Flynn? Come on, man. Let's try and forget about the disappointments. Let's go to the Tour de Jura, and we're gonna try and get a top 10 right here. Again, quite good competition, though. Okay, that top 10 won't be easy. 4 attackers, Carvalho, Parepinter, Manin, and Talman, and in the peloton, we've got Baudin, Vazar, but our energy is very limited to the point where we don't have anything. I think I physically can't compete for this top 10. Vazar is done for, Baudin has no energy, and there's 1 hill to come. I'm about to get dropped here, as simple as that. Looks like Bonamour has the upper hand, but Parepinter tries to come around against Gisbert. Gisbert is going to be winning this race, and we are nowhere to be seen. Here we are, and roughly 30th in the stage. Jesus. I think it's pretty fair if we say we can't compete with this competition. 34th here. Scouting update. A man with a proper evaluation at the age of 16, so I'll observe him more because if this guy has good potential, then he might be worth signing. When it comes to Ouattara, not exactly the most enticing rider. I'll be honest, the Burkina Faso guy doesn't exactly intrigue me to observe further. Ooh, Mikhail Zago has 4 potential estimated, so this one could be worth observing more. Let's do exactly that right now. There we go. I've got an issue when it comes to my training. Literally every rider is turning out to be groundbreaking, so I need a groundbreaking staff member extra. But financially, our team is not exactly looking so good, so I've got a problem there. If we continue our current spending, we'll be bankrupt roughly in September, so that's not great. In other words, we need to win more to get more prize money, and we need to find a way to save some money. We know that not a single rider of us has traditional training style, so I'll go ahead and ditch Rolf Jarman because he's got national reputation, 4K salary, and traditional training style. There we go, that saves us some money this year. We are now projected to not go under zero with our money, but we've got too many groundbreaking riders for the groundbreaking trainer to manage because he's now less efficient if I put every rider under him. So I will have to sign one trainer more, a groundbreaking one, so our finances will be worse again. There we go. He's now signed in the squad. In all honesty, the finances aren't that bad. I could probably save this by just prize money, but I'll do it differently. I'll just ditch my doctor. I don't need him, like, I don't even know what he does. There we go then. Perfect financial situation. And I can now switch literally everybody to a groundbreaking trainer right here, so that's perfect. There we go. We've now got 8 riders under this trainer and 7 under the other, but there's one thing that annoys me on this page. This page should show the efficiency of your trainer, because when you have 8 riders, you're still at excellent efficiency when it comes to your training, but more it becomes a problem. For example, if I go to a rider of Jean right here, Baudin for example, and go to his training page, we can see that effectiveness right here. It should also be on the staff page. In all the races we rode today, only one podium. That's really disappointing. Failing literally every single sponsor objective we had today. Next time I hope we can turn the tables around, because I want to win again. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.